What's up, merge fam, gang? Let me stop. Oh, and my nail done popped off and everything. What's up, y'all?
You be alright.
This is day 5 plus, put your 5 up, plus 1.
Yeah.
That makes it day 11, you guys. So we are back with another video. This is day 11 of the gratitude challenge, and the question is, what memory are you most grateful for?
For me, I would say watching my son being born.
You have 2 sons. You want to be specific?
Well, I got to see one of them born. I didn't get to see the other one because in Jamaica, if you're not married to the woman, then you don't get a chance to go inside of there. You pull up to the hospital, they tell you can go. You drop off, your child's mother or your baby mom, and the doctors tell you can leave now, which is crazy.
That's so crazy to me.
You didn't know that?
When O told me that, guys, I was like, "Are you serious? You can't go watch your child being born? That's absurd."
Different culture, man. I took my oldest son mama to the hospital. When I got there, she was in pain, ready to have the baby. They told me I could leave. I said, "Wait, what?" I didn't know it worked. I was super young at that time. I didn't have a clue what was going on.
Wow.
And they told me, "You can leave, sir."
You didn't know the gender of the baby until it was born.
No. No, technology probably is a little different in Jamaica. Not that we didn't have technology. It's just that, 1, I didn't really want to know. 2, super expensive to get an ultrasound. So because of that, I just let it go. So I had to get a phone call, to let me know what gender my baby was. So yeah. But here, I got to see my youngest son being born, and that was an experience and a memory.
He had this leg, you guys. No, did you have the left leg or the right leg?
Right leg.
You had the right leg, and the doctor had the left leg.
The doctor said, "Mr. Swaby, do you want to sit down?" I said, "Why?" She said, because a lot of men buckle. I said, "What do you mean buckle?" Hell yeah.
Wow.
She said, because a lot of men, when they see this happening, they buckle. And you just see a flip flop, and then the knees go out, and then they lay out on the hospital floor. I said, "No, ma'am. I've seen some things in my life that I don't think, seeing this will let my legs buckle. I'll be alright." She's like, "Are you sure?" I watched, and it was beautiful, different, and something that I will always remember. And I will say, for all men, when you have a woman or a lady that's pregnant, she goes in the hospital, please support her. Please be there for her. It's a tough time. It's a very emotional time for her. It's a beautiful time too, it's a happy time. And it's something that when you see it, you can't unsee it. And when you see it, you can't just forget it. It is,
Was it hard to watch?
No, because it's an interesting thing. It's something that you're wondering, how is this going to happen? And you see it start happening, and you're like, oh, so that's what it is. And when you think it's over,
it's just getting
started. Because, it's one thing, man, just to see your child emerge from his mother, and you watch him get out with every reaction, everything. And, my son, he was born crazy.
Kingston came out with his eyes wide open. Y'all saw it.
He was born and his face looking like he'd been here before, and I'm trying to figure him out. They didn't have to whack him for him to start crying. He was just looking at everybody like, if you ever touch my butt, so.
Thank you for sharing that, babe. That's beautiful. The memory that I'm most grateful for, I would definitely have to give it to my wedding day. Family members who I hadn't seen since I was a baby came out to support me. Friends who I've known since college, middle school, elementary school. So that was really beautiful. That was the first time that I had such a great amount of support and love around me. However, there was drama still. And that's just weddings. There's a lot of emotions going on, and
it's always drama with the ladies.
So, but positive or negative, I took a lot from that experience. I learned some things from that experience, and it definitely caused me to grow as a woman, and just know how to navigate certain relationships in my life a little bit differently. So that was really impactful for me that day. That day was extremely impactful in my life.
Your weddings could be like that because there's a lot of emotion flying.
Yeah, if my voice sound a little crackly, you know, I might just be having a flashback. But, you know.
She be alright.
I'll be alright.
It was beautiful.
It was.
We got married at Fort Charles in Port Royal. You know, we had a great time down there. We went on the yachts. We went to do stuff. There's a lot of my family there too, which was beautiful.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this highlight.
Real quick.
Real quick. It comes from our email. We got this email back in May. So even though at the time she was dating her Caribbean man for a month, if you guys are still going strong, if you're watching this, it's now been 7 months, so I hope that you guys are doing well. But her question was, she wants to know that after a month, her man is basically saying that, you know, he sees her in his future long term and he definitely wants something substantial with her. Her issue is just fear of whether or not she can believe that after a month. And also, she hasn't asked him anything about his divorce. And last but not least, she's wanting to just know, how can she make sure that she's doing the right things in this relationship, given the cultural differences. That's the best way I can paraphrase that. Number one, is a month early for someone to profess their love for you and identify you as the person that they want to be with long term? A lot of people, you know, are a little bit apprehensive about that. Can it happen? Yes. O and I are a testament to that. As some of y'all might know, after a month, O claimed me or whatever, you know, start professing his love and stuff. And I was like many of you guys, just like, whoa, this can't be real. Like, you can't be telling the truth, because who falls in love so fast, right? But as women, you just have to understand that, you know, you are worthy of love, and a smart man will recognize that you're worth snatching up, and snatching up quickly. You know, it happens like that sometimes. Some men are very aware of what they want. Every man is not out here to play games with you and waste your time. So it's normal to be fearful, but do not let it hold you back.
Most definitely. And it's okay to, you know, to be loved. It's okay to be told, you know, that you're loved. Nothing is wrong with that. You know, after several weeks, if a guy tell you that he loves you, that might be a genuine thing. There's no reason to feel like, oh no, you don't even know me like that. Mm-hmm. Now, that's okay.
Right. What you do need to do, though, is watch his actions. And we talk about that all the time.
Yes.
I feel like we say that all the time. That's just what we preach. Watch his actions. If his actions are not aligned with his words, then that's when you can question his sincerity. But if everything is lined up properly, everything is making sense, you know,
makes sense.
Explore it.
Life or relationship consists of 3 main things. Well, I'll say 4. Time, conversation, respect, actions.
Not a beggar mouth.
Those 4 things right there, you apply them in any way, you can't go wrong.
Yes. Number 2, ask that man about his divorce.
Yeah, it's nothing to tell. It's nothing much to ask about.
Don't be fearful.
Ask him, hey, what's going on with that divorce, dude?
What happened?
You know what?
What went wrong?
Yeah.
What went right? What could you have done better? You know, what could she have done better? Because what that'll do is it'll give you more insight.
That's all it is.
You know, in life, it don't make sense to start from scratch if you don't have to. That's why people write books, so that you can learn and pick up at a good place.
And some things just don't work sometimes. And, you know, so it's just one of them things. He might have been in a relationship or a marriage that was working out for him, and the best thing they did was separate, you know, on a good level or however it is.
Yeah.
He's not in there no more. But it's okay to ask him.
It's okay to ask those questions so that you can learn a little bit more about him.
It's not like it's just a regular relationship. It's a marriage, and, you know, it's an important thing. And when 2 people join together, it's sacred. So when they decide to, you know, break that, you know, that's something that you can ask about. You know, hey, what happened with your marriage? You know, why it didn't work? You know, where are you guys at this point? Where
and what did he learn? Ask him what he learned.
What did you want to learn? Did you mess up?
Yeah.
You know, what caused you to mess up? You know, stuff like that. You know, you can just have a small talk around it. And it doesn't have to be a drill, because some people, it depends how you ask questions sometimes. Some people like to drill questions, when sometimes, you know, make it be light. Make it be over coffee, make it be over tea, over a drink. You know, lightly walk your way in there and have conversation about it. You know, conversation is always a good thing.
For sure.
Whichever way you take it, this is how the conversation is conducted.
Absolutely. And last but not least, you say you're unsure if you're doing the right things with him. Girl, be you. Be you.
Be yourself. He saw you, he wanted you, you know, he loves you because of you. Be yourself. Don't try to be nothing else.
Absolutely.
If you be somebody else, you will never be happy, or you will never be comfortable, because every day it's a facade, every day it's a charade, every day you're living a life that is not you. Be yourself. If you want to run away from that, the least you can say that, you know, hey, I gave you me, and that's who you're going to deal with. Sometimes when you try to be somebody else and then down the line try to switch it over to yourself, it looks like your original self is a facade. And it's hard sometimes when you try to put up certain, you know, certain behavior, certain attitude, or try to put on a different face when entering in a relationship, because the person is going to be expecting that all the time, and the only person you can be all the time is you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, you know, that's that. You said the culture is so different. You're trying to learn all you can. That's great. You know, that's a great thing.
Cultural difference is good too.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen our video, make sure you check that out on cultural differences. But if there are specific things that you're wanting to know as far as are y'all clashing because of these cultural differences, then maybe that's something that we could help walk you through.
Most definitely.
So yes, hopefully that was helpful.
Are you learning about his culture? Remember, I tell you this, he's learning about yours too. So it's a two-way street.
And you're gonna always be learning about each other's culture, whether you realize it or not. Because once you really get into the meat of your relationship, you're gonna start to realize that sometimes y'all are in a completely different book and don't know it. You know how sometimes we're communicating, but you might misunderstand what I'm saying, or misinterpret, or I might misinterpret what you're saying, just because some things just mean different things.
Yeah, certain things are different in certain cultures.
It's hard to explain. But yeah, cultural differences will be there. It's just about navigating it and learning.
Your culture has been around for hundreds or thousands of years. And, and his has been around for hundreds and thousands of years. And it's been perfectly changed, modified, you know, evolved, whatever it is over the time. There's a lot of culture in one person. Never think it's just the accent, the food, the lifestyle. No.
Because like O mentioned, culture runs deep. Culture is a person's thoughts. Sometimes it's a person's feelings. And being from a different culture, you don't always realize that these person's thoughts and feelings are very different from yours.
Most definitely.
So these are things that you just have to explore as you go. All right?
Yeah. Culture is culture.
That's that.
All right.
All right, guys. So this has been day 11 of the gratitude challenge. We're going strong. 30 days, okay? Don't doubt us. Why am I holding up the number 3? That don't make no sense. Don't doubt us. We can do this. You can do this. All right? Keep tuning in, you guys.
Most definitely. I want Jana. We're live from Las Vegas, as I say again.
Yes.
We out.
Peace out.
Boom.
Turn up the ting, get you where you already doing like me. Turn up the ting.